Guys, welcome back to my channel. We are here back with, as you know, the URL guys of the Sunday League, and this is race 2 of round 9. Now, obviously, we saw in round the first race, that's Life take the victory, and he's starting at the back for race 2. So obviously, Mythic Leg will start first, Archer will start second, Max will start third, Nightbreed will start fourth, Vodka will start fifth, Noodle will start sixth, Freewhite will start seventh, King Chang will start eighth, Pig will start ninth, Chuck will start 10th, Hoggy will start 11th, and obviously that's Life starts in last. Now obviously this race is 20 laps as well, but this lap they have to pit, so it is mediums and hards to be used only. And the pit window was lap. I think I can't remember where. I actually can't remember what the pit window was. So we'll find out when they start going in. So anyway, let's get this second race on the way. So Mystics gets them on the way down to, obviously the lights have gone out, up to full blast. Mystic is obviously taking them down to the first corner. Where everyone gets around this first corner okay. Oh, Vodka went pretty wide. What happened to him? So he comes out of this corner. I don't know, he must have had an issue with his accelerator, his steering wheel maybe. I don't know. That's quite an odd one there, but obviously now he's down in last now, unfortunately, and got some work to do to catch back up. Obviously, as like first race, Mystic has already picked up his first penalty. Archer's they're side by side with Archer now. Archer's trying to go around him, keeping side by side. But Mystic is keeping Archer there behind him. But in a second, Mystic will be serving his penalties out, so that will push him down a few spots. Nightbreed's there in third. Max is there in fourth. Who's there in fifth? King Chang there in sixth. Thingy there in fifth. Freewhite there in eighth. Hoggy there in ninth. Obviously that's Life there in 10th. And Vodka there in 11th. And Chuck, looks like Chuck obviously was on the wrong tyres. So he's had to go, so that's going to really dent his chances of a good result in this race, because he's in last now, changing his tyres, and he's going to change his tyres again. Because obviously he's got to use the mediums and hards. So he's come out onto the mediums first. Archer has got past, obviously, Mythic Clegg now. Let's have a look. So Archer is on the mediums, Mythic is died on the hards. So Archer's just probably going to pull away now. So he has already opened up a little bit of a gap to Mystic. And then them two have opened up a gap to Max there in third. With King Chang in fourth, he's closing that gap on Max. Noodle there in fifth, Hoggy there in sixth, P White there in 7th. That's Life is doing quite well. He's already got himself up to 8th spot. With Thingy there right behind him in 9th. Then Nightbreed down 10th, Vodka there in 11th, and obviously Chuck is in 12th. So Archer's already starting to pull away on lap 3 from Mystic. They're in 2nd. Max is doing quite well at the moment in 3rd, but it is only third lap. Noodle's got a half-second penalty to serve, so he will lose his spot, and Hoggy should take that 5th spot off of him when he serves it. So King Cheng is right in Max's slipstream now. Is King Cheng going to go and try and go for a pass here? No, he doesn't. He's not able to. So Max is able to hold on to that 3rd spot for a bit longer. Who's there in 5th with Hoggy there in 6th. And that's Life right behind. That's Life that is now up to 7th spot. Looking to try and catch Hoggy up. So you can see that's Life is putting a lot of pressure on Hoggy. So Noodle there in 5th. Hoggy's trying to catch Noodle up still, but he's got to worry about that's Life behind him. But is that's Life going to get out of here better, this corner better than Hoggy? Oh, Mystic went out completely wide. So that's pushed him down to 7th behind. That's Life. Thingy there in 8th. Nightbreed there in 9th. Oh, Nightbreed's. Oh, that's a shame. Nightbreed was doing quite well there. He's just completely lost it there, so that pushed him down to 11th spot. So Chuck is there in 12th. He's still trying to catch up, but he's not having any luck at the moment. Archer's really pulled out the gap to King Chen there in 2nd. King Cheng has got Max right on his rear bumper at the moment. Max is actually doing quite well there at the moment. And then 4th. Oh, Max looks like he made a little mistake, so he's losing ground now. So that's going to try and go. No, that's Life went a bit wide, missed his breaking point again. So that's still is in 7th, still trying to get up that position. Thingy there in 8th, chasing down that's Life. Oh, Max has lost and he's gone off, so he's going to lose more ground. So Max, it's a shame for Max because he was actually doing really well. So P White's going to go up the inside of Max, or he's going to try to. Is P White going to? Yeah, P White takes that position, so Max is down to 9th now. So Vodka's going to now close that gap onto Max. Let's see. So that's Life's up to 6th now. So Archer's still got second spot. With Noodle there in third, but he could. Noodle got that all wrong, unfortunately. So that's allowed Mystic to get up to second. Noodle's down to fourth, with Hoggy there still in fifth, chasing down Noodle, and that's Life in sixth, being chased down by Thingy in seventh. We are on lap 7 now at the moment. With PY there in 8th. Vodka there in 9th. Max there in 10th. Nightbreed there in 11th. And Chuck there. Chuck is gradually closing that gap. But Archer has just opened up that gap and he's just getting further and further away at the moment. So King 10 is there in second, but Mystic's got ahead of him going into the pits. This is now the time to go in the pits by the looks of it, and they're all straight, literally all of them are streaming into the pits right now. Max has carried on now. And so is Nightbreed as well, but Nightbreed was on the medium tyres. And Max was on the hard tyres. A little bit smoky there for Nightbreed. So Chuck's up to fourth now as well. But he's still got one pit stop to serve. So King Teng is back out of the pits, but he's got a 3-second penalty now. With Noodle down in 6th, Hoggy down in 7th, that's Life 8th, Thingy 9th with a 3-second penalty as well. He's got Mystic right behind him in 10th. So they're all going in the pits at the same time, has literally brought them all out together. PY there in 11th, Vodka there in 12th. So Nightbreed's got a half-second penalty. Max is carrying on going. So is Nightbreed. Chuck's got a half-second penalty now as well. So Noodle currently has 5th spot. He's got past King Chen in 6th. That's Life's got up to 7th. He's up to Snow. That's Life's up to 6th now. King Teng has had to obviously serve his 3-second penalty. That's put him down to 11th and Thingy down to 12th because they've both just served their penalties. At the moment, that's Life's up into 5th. With Foggy there in 6th. Right behind him, and Mystic in 7th. Oh, Mystic's gone around that corner, completely lost it, so that's going to drop him down to 9th, unfortunately. So let's just go up to see how they're doing. Final lap to halfway through. Archer is obviously leading with a big lead over Max in 2nd, but Max still has to pit. Nightbreed there in 3rd, Chuck there in 4th. That's Life is now started pulling on Hoggy in 6th behind him. With Noogle there in 7th, PY there in 6th, Vodka there in 9th, King 10 10th, and there's the yellow flags or some. Oh, Noodle's had a. What's happened to Noodle here? Let's just have a look to see what happened. So he's come out. Oh, he's basically done what everyone else has been doing. Come out that corner and come off, because it happened to the GR3 guys as well quite a lot, so it's not just him. But that's pushed him down all the way down to 12th now, unfortunately. And looks like Archer's right there as well. Noodle also looks like Archer's just about to. And Noodle went out completely wide there. That's going to allow Archer to catch him up. Now Archer's looking to lap Noodle, but Archer still has to take his pit stop to go on to hards. But Noodle is letting him go. Nightbreed there in second. Chuck there in third. That's Life there in fourth now. Hoggy there in fifth. P-White there in sixth. Vodka there in seventh. King Tang there in eighth. Thingy there in ninth. He's got Mystic Clegg right behind him in 10th spot. Side by side, he's now Mystic's got up to 9th, he's got past Thingy. But Thingy also has half a second penalty as well. So the penalty gods are not being nice to Thingy this race either. Max there in 11th to come out of the pits into 11th spot. And Noodle there obviously is in 12th. So lap 12, Archer is still leading. He still has a big gap to Nightbreed in second. And that's where that's life is. So by rights, probably I would think, I wouldn't be surprised if Archer's got such a big lead, he will be able to go in the pits and come back out of the pits in the lead. Nightbreed's still got a second spot, so he's doing well at the moment with Chuck there in third. That's Life obviously in fourth. Hoggy there in fifth. He's pulled a gap to P White, who's in sixth. And Vodka there in seventh, with King Cheng not too far behind, but King Cheng's got Mystic Clegg right behind him in ninth, looking to try and get that ace spot on him. Nightbreed now has taken his mandatory pit stop to go onto the hard tyres. Thingy there in 10th, Max there in 11th, and Noodle there in 12th. Archer is now going into the pits. This is going to be the time. Where will Archer come back out? Will he be able to maintain that lead and come back out in front of Chuck? Or I think Chuck probably will be in the pits this lap to change his tyres to hards anyway. So will Archer have done enough to get back out in the lead ahead of That's Life? So let's just watch it as it unfolds. So That's Life's coming up to the final chicane. And Archer is at his pit box. They're now changing the tyres on over, and he is now leaving the pit box. So he will be back out into the leads. Chuck has now gone into the pits now as well, but Archer has been able to come back out and maintain the lead. With That's Life up to second now, but now it's going to be Archer's on the hards and That's Life is on the mediums. So can Archer, the question is going to be 6 laps to go, can Archer maintain that lead and stay there, or will That's Life be able to catch him? We'll have to pay close attention to the gap between them two, because as you can see on the map, that's where Archer is and that's where That's Life is, so there isn't that big a gap. There's probably about 15-second gap probably. Well, it might not be quite 15, yeah, probably about a 15-second gap between the two of them. And Hoggy's there in third. P. White's trying to chase him down. In fourth. Vodka there in fifth. Mystic there in sixth. He's got past King Cheng now, who's there in seventh. He's being chased by Thingy in eighth. Max there in 9th, Nightbreed there in 10th, Noodle there in 11th, and he's being chased by Chuck there in 12th. So you got Nightbreed, Noodle and Chuck right at the back, fighting it out for that 10th spot. As you know, you can still have battles at the back as well as at the front. But Noodle's on the mediums and Nightbreed and Chuck are both on the hards, so Noodle will have the advantage when it comes to tyres. But at lap 15, 5 laps to go. So it's currently Archer's fastest lap is a 1:16.0 and That's Life is a 1:15.1, and That's Life does have the fastest lap. And he is over half a second quicker than Archer. Actually just under a lap quicker than Archer. So we could see That's Life catching him. Sarki's still got third, he's still being chased by P. White there in fourth. P. White is gradually getting closer, so Hoggy's fastest lap is a 1:16.1. and P. White's is a 1:16.2, so slightly slower than Hoggy's, but not that far off from being the same time. So this is going to be a challenge for P. White to get past Hoggy, I think. And Mystic there in 5th, Vodka there in 6th, King Tin there in 7th. He's being chased down by Thingy, but Thingy does have half-second penalty, so he's going to be serving that this lap. So, but King Cheng has half a second gap as well, so he's going to have to serve that as well. But he will be serving that the next lap. So they'll both, King Cheng and Thingy, will be both back up together again by the end of the by the first corner next lap, I would probably think. So Max are in 9th, Noodle in 10th, Chuck there 11th, and Nightbreed there in 5th. He's got half second penalty, but he's still chasing Chuck down there in the 11th spot. I'm sure Chuck is kicking himself for putting the wrong tyre on at the start of the race. Archer's still, they're on lap 18, Archer's still leading. That's Life is there in second, and he is looking at the gap on the mate. He is definitely. He's just posted his new fastest lap of a 1:14.8. That's Life is definitely catching Archer up. And he's going even quicker as well. So he's closing that gap on Archer rather quickly now. The question is, with there being 2 laps remaining, can Archer keep that lead? Can he keep that lead, or is That's Life going to take that win from Archer? Hoggy there in third. He's well back from That's Life. P White's there in fourth, just about a second behind him. Mystic there in fifth. Vodka there in sixth. Thingy there in seventh. King Cheng there in eighth. Obviously now Thingy has got past King Cheng, so that's King Cheng somewhere must have been at the start of the previous lap. Max there in 9th. Noodle there in 10th. Chuck there in 11th, and Nightbreed's fallen off from Chuck, so that's allowed Chuck to go off on his own now. So we are on lap 19. Coming to the final chicane. Now they're going to cross the start-finish line to start the final lap. You can see how close That's Life is. And he has just posted a new fastest lap of a 1:14.7. Now, is Archer going to be able to keep that lead, or is he going to feel the pressure and then allow That's Life to pip him right at the end? We're going to have to pay close attention to these two. Hoggy there in third, P White there in fourth, Mystic there in fifth, Vodka there in sixth, Thingy there in seventh, King King there in eighth, Max there in ninth, Riddle there in 10th, Chuck there 11th, Nightbreed there at 12th. So I've got to come back to these guys because they're bailing out. They're coming up to the final section. That's Life just behind Archer. Through the chicane, and That's Life right behind Archer, right on his coattail. Can Archer get past him right at the end? Archer wins. That's Life finishes second. Hoggy will finish in third. P White will finish fourth. Mystic will finish fifth. Vodka's got Thingy right behind him. No, Vodka will finish fifth. Thingy will finish seventh. King Cheng will finish eighth. Max will come home to finish in ninth. Noodle will finish 10th. Chuck will finish in 11th. And Nightbreed will finish in last. So there we go, that was the end of race 2. But before we go, I've got one last thing to do, and that's to share the updated league table. So currently for the League 3 guys, Hoggy is leading the way on 248 points. He is 21 points ahead of Chuck, who is on 227 points. Flat B is in third. He is 15 points behind Chuck. In fourth is Sooners on 188 points. He's 24 points behind Flat B. And then in fifth, you got P White, who's on 184 and 4 points behind Sooners. So it's all still to play for, and then on the final round of the season. So for the League 5 guys, I'm assuming Rotter. Oh, that yeah. So I'm assuming that Rotter is Archer. So Archer is on 159 points. That's Life is in second on 154 points, 5 points behind. Win, Lose or Both is in third, 9 points behind. Poison Dwarf is on 117, and Fortune is on 112. So that is your current league standings going into the final round next week, which is at Northlights 24 Hour. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Also, thank you for Chuck for saving the replays. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you soon.